Hi Curious, and welcome back. Remember how a while back we were all talking about how Kim Kardashian was gonna get divorced from Kanye West and how it would have been one of Hollywood's most expensive divorces? Well, it would have been until now that Bill and Melinda Gates have announced that after 27 years of marriage, they are getting divorced. And with a $130.9 billion net worth, according to the Business Insider, this surely could be the most expensive divorce in most recent years, especially since allegedly the couple didn't sign a prenup. And could there be trouble brewing ahead for the couple? And will they be fighting it out in the courts? Will this be the end of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation? What was the reason behind their decision to separate? And besides this impressive sum that surely many people struggle to grasp, what else is at stake in the divorce? To find out all the latest news about the Gates family and what their fortune entails, make sure you stay with us until the very end. But before we continue, don't forget to turn on the notifications and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos. Before we go on to talk about their divorce and all of the gritty details of it all and their fortune, let's look back at how the two of them have met. Melinda, who is now 56 years old, joined Microsoft as a product manager in 1987, and that very same year, the two had sat together during a business dinner, and well, Curious, the rest is history. Though even when they started dating, things weren't as sure as Bill himself said in the Netflix documentary. They cared a lot for each other, but there was two possibilities that they would either break up or end up getting married. And it was so as the couple tied the knot in 1994 on the Hawaiian island of Lanai and supposedly had hired all local helicopters to stop any unwanted guests from flying over. And while the couple has achieved a lot together, much of it philanthropic work, which we will touch upon in a moment, it seems that the fairy tale has ended for them, and the couple took to their Twitter accounts to announce the news in a statement which was as follows. Over the last 27 years, we have raised 3 incredible children and built a foundation that works all over the world to enable all people to lead healthy, productive lives. We continue to share a belief in that mission, and we will continue to work together at that foundation. But we no longer believe we can grow together as a couple in the next phase of our lives. We ask for space and privacy for our family as we begin to navigate this new life. So as you can see, Curious, the couple cites the reason for their divorce as due to the fact that they can no longer grow as a couple. The pair have 3 children, Jennifer, Rory, and Phoebe, but all of their kids are adults, so in this case where their divorce proceedings will be concerned, they won't have to worry about child custody. However, that is not to say that the divorce proceedings will be easy for the couple, and many are comparing this divorce to that of Jeff Bezos and Mackenzie Scott, since theirs in 2019 split was highly publicized, and it is safe to assume that the eyes of the world will now be turned to the Gates to see how they proceed. The Bezos-Scott split was named the world's most expensive divorce, in which she allegedly retained a 4% stake in Amazon, which was worth about $35 billion, all which had made her one of the richest women in the world. But if you want to know the specifics of the divorce and all the numbers, you can find out by watching our previous videos by clicking on the link above. But for now, make sure to stay with us until the very end. But the reason people reckon this could follow in the suit of the Bezos divorce is that because of the information in the divorce documents obtained by TMZ. In the ones filed by Melinda, the reason for their split has been cited as the fact that their marriage has been irretrievably broken, and the document has also asked the judge to rule the marriage as ended as of the date in the separation contract, though they did state that the contract was not included in the divorce filing and that they had separated at some point earlier and signed a document to that effect. Though the reason that everyone is talking about it is that the divorce filings make it clear that there is no prenup, so what could be at stake here? One of the main things that would of course be their huge mansions, which has been dubbed Xanadu 2.0. Their family home is overlooking Lake Washington in Medina and has an estimated value of over $130.8 million. But that is not the only real estate that this billionaire owns, as according to reports he is the owner of several other real estate properties in 5 different states, several cars, which also includes a rare Porsche model that is worth $2 million. On top of that, he has a fleet of private jets. And like a lot of people who have money, Bill has also invested in an extensive art collection, which includes the Codex Leicester, which is a 16th century collection of writings and notes made by Leonardo da Vinci, which he bought at an auction in 1994 for more than $30 million. And as you can see, being an art collector can be an expensive hobby, but that's not all that could be at stake here in their divorce. Though Gates' biggest asset is a Cascade investment, which is a holding company the Microsoft creator had created with proceeds from the giant stock sales and dividends. Through Cascade, he also has interests in real estate, energy, and hospitality, as well as stakes in dozens of public companies which include Canadian National Railway and Deere & Co. Monica Mazzei, who was a divorce lawyer at Seidman and Bancroft LLP in San Francisco, had spoken with Bloomberg News Agency and told them that the main question in the couple's foundation and family assets is to what extent do they plan to work together in the future. And speaking with the agency, she said, "Even in the most amicable divorces I've seen, I've preferred to split the foundation in two for more autonomy." As some of you might be aware, Gates is also one of the largest private owners of agricultural land in the United States, as he owns nearly 100,000 acres of land in various states. Though, as Reuters has pointed out in one of their articles, Washington is one of the few states with a so-called community property law, and this means that most property acquired during a marriage belongs jointly to the spouses and is divided equally in the event of their divorce. Those spouses may also agree that certain assets are separately owned, meaning that they belong to only one of them. Previously, in an interview with the Associated Press in 2019, Melinda had said that she and Bill are equal partners, so this could mean that when it comes to their splitting assets, they will stay equal as well. Though what is worth noting is that both Bill and Melinda have pledged to donate the majority of their fortune to charity before they pass away, with their children only receiving $10 million each. And if you want to know the exact reason behind this, you can check out our previous video by clicking on the link above, but for now, make sure you stay with us until the very end to find out more about what could happen next for Bill and Melinda. And since we are talking about money and what the couple owns, we have to mention the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation that they founded in 2000 and which is based in Seattle. It is one of the world's largest charities that focuses on public health, education, and climate change. In an interview, Melinda had once said, "It's important to both of us that the world understands that we run this place together. These are our shared values." And during the COVID-19 pandemic, the foundation spent about $1.75 billion on vaccination initiatives, diagnostics, and research. In 2019, it spent $5 billion on community programs in the US and around the world. And according to the latest disclosures, the foundation ended 2019 with net assets of over $43.3 billion. As for the couple, from 1994 to 2018, Bill and Melinda have donated more than $36 billion to the foundation, with Warren Buffett once donating more than $29 billion of his own fortune to the foundation since 2006. So the question many are asking is, what is going to happen to the foundation, which has accumulated so much money in donations and had helped out with so many initiatives? Though it seems that there is nothing to worry about because they said in their statement that they will continue to work together at the foundation, and as spokesperson for the organization stressed in another statement that no changes are planned into their roles nor to the organization, and they also added that they will continue to work together to shape and improve the foundation's strategies and advocate for the foundation's issues and set the organization's overall direction. But given that the couple has no prenup, could this mean that the proceedings will be messy? According to a TMZ report about the document filing, the reason that the couple has no prenup is because the only written agreement the two have that pertains to the divorce is their separation agreement. Though, as we have mentioned before, the agreement was not filed alongside of the divorce papers, so we have no way of knowing exactly what was involved. And the publication added that Melinda is not asking for any spousal support and that they are asking for a trial date in April of 2022. However, as sources claim, the entire thing will be settled without the need for a trial. According to Business Today, the two had already come to an agreement on how they should split their assets. And this would go with what Reuters had published about the community property line, as according to this publication, the Gates had already decided and asked in their divorce petition that the court divides their property, business interests, and liabilities as it has been decided in the property contract, which has not been made public, so there's no way for us to know exactly how the two are going to split everything, but seeing that they will continue to work on their foundation together, and from their joint statement, it seems that the divorce was a mutual decision, and one that has happened on good terms, and one with both parties are going to cooperate on so that the entire process goes smoothly as possible without the need for the other to lawyer up. So curious, what are your thoughts with regards to how the Gates are handling their divorce? Do you think that this is just as the reports suggest, that their divorce will be an easy one where both parties have completely agreed to it? Or could we expect some drama from them? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos.